لطلب كتاب اختبار الجنسية الأمريكية مع السيدي من الأكاديمية الأمريكية العربية، يمكنكم الاتصال على رقم 949 516 1100 أو الذهاب إلى الموقع www.taa-a.com. الرابط في الوصف. أيضا الكتاب سعره $29 فقط، وأحصل على CD القرص مجانا. السؤال الأول: What is the supreme law of the land? What is the supreme law of the land? The Constitution. The Constitution. السؤال الثاني: What does the Constitution do? What does the Constitution do? Sets up the government. Sets up the government. السؤال الثالث: The idea of self-government is in the first three words of the Constitution. What are these words? The idea of self-government is in the first three words of the Constitution. What are these words? We the people. We the people. السؤال الرابع: What is an amendment? What is an amendment? A change to the Constitution. A change to the Constitution. السؤال الخامس: What do we call the first 10 amendments to the Constitution? What do we call the first 10 amendments to the Constitution? The Bill of Rights. The Bill of Rights. السؤال السادس: What is one right or freedom from the First Amendment? What is one right or freedom from the First Amendment? Speech. Speech. السؤال السابع: How many amendments does the Constitution have? How many amendments does the Constitution have? 27. 27. السؤال الثامن: What did the Declaration of Independence do? What did the Declaration of Independence do? Said that the United States is free from Great Britain. Said that the United States is free from Great Britain. سؤال التاسع: What are two rights in the Declaration of Independence? What are two rights in the Declaration of Independence? Life, liberty. Life, liberty. السؤال العاشر: What is freedom of religion? What is freedom of religion? You can practice any religion or not practice a religion. You can practice any religion or not practice a religion. سؤال الحادي عشر: What is the economic system in the United States? What is the economic system in the United States? Market economy. Market economy. السؤال الثاني عشر: What is the rule of law? What is the rule of law? Everyone must follow the law. Everyone must follow the law. السؤال الثالث عشر. Name one branch or part of the government. Name one branch or part of the government. President. President. السؤال الرابع عشر. What stops one branch of government from becoming too powerful? What stops one branch of government from becoming too powerful? Checks and balances. Checks and balances. السؤال الخامس عشر. Who is in charge of the executive branch? Who is in charge of the executive branch? The president. The president. السؤال السادس عشر. Who makes federal laws? Who makes federal laws? Congress. Congress. السؤال السابع عشر. What are the two parts of the U.S. Congress? What are the two parts of the U.S. Congress? The Senate and House of Representatives. The Senate and House of Representatives. السؤال الثامن عشر. How many U.S. senators are there? How many U.S. senators are there? 100. 100. السؤال التاسع عشر. We elect a U.S. senator for how many years? We elect a U.S. senators for how many years? 6. 6. السؤال 20. Who is one of your state's U.S. senators now? Who is one of your state's U.S. senators now? نبدأ بولاية ألاباما. Richard Shelby. Richard Shelby. Richard Shelby. ولاية ألاسكا. Lisa Murkowski. Lisa Murkowski. ولاية أريزونا. Kristen Sinema. Kristen Sinema. Kristen Sinema. Arkansas. John Boozman. John Boozman. California. Dianne Feinstein. Dianne Feinstein. Dianne Feinstein. Colorado. Michael Bennett. Michael Bennett. Michael Bennett. Connecticut. Richard Blumenthal. Richard Blumenthal. Richard Blumenthal. Delaware. Thomas Carver. Thomas Carver. Thomas Carver. Florida. Marco Rubio. Marco Rubio. Marco Rubio. Georgia. John Ossoff. John Ossoff. John Ossoff. Hawaii. Brian Schatz. Brian Schatz. Brian Schatz. Indiana. Todd Young. Todd Young. Todd Young. Iowa. Chuck Grassley. Chuck Grassley. Chuck Grassley. Kansas. Jerry Moran. Jerry Moran. Jerry Moran. Kentucky. Mitch McConnell. Mitch McConnell. Mitch McConnell. Louisiana. Bill Cassidy. Bill Cassidy. Bill Cassidy. Maine, Susan Collins. Susan Collins. Susan Collins. Maryland, Benjamin Cardin. Benjamin Cardin. Benjamin Cardin. Massachusetts, Elizabeth Warren. Elizabeth Warren. Elizabeth Warren. Michigan, Debbie Stabenow. Debbie Stabenow. Debbie Stabenow. Minnesota, Amy Klobuchar. Amy Klobuchar. Amy Klobuchar. Mississippi, Roger Wicker. Roger Wicker. Roger Wicker. Missouri, Roy Blunt. Roy Blunt. Roy Blunt. Montana, John Tester. John Tester. John Tester. Nebraska, Deb Fisher. Deb Fisher. Nevada, Karen Cortez Masto. Karen Cortez Masto. Karen Cortez Masto. New Hampshire, Jean Shaheen. Jean Shaheen. Jean Shaheen. New Jersey, Robert Menendez. Robert Menendez. Robert Menendez. New Mexico, Martin Heinrich. Martin Heinrich. Martin Heinrich. New York, Charles Schumer. Charles Schumer. Charles Schumer. North Carolina, Richard Blair. Richard Blair. Richard Blair. North Dakota, John Hoeven. John Hoeven. John Hoeven. Ohio, Sherrod Brown. Sherrod Brown. Sherrod Brown. Oklahoma, James Inhofe. James Inhofe. James Inhofe. Oregon, Ron Wyden. Ron Wyden. Ron Wyden. Pennsylvania, Robert Casey Jr. Robert Casey Jr. Robert Casey Jr. Rhode Island, Jock Reed. Jock Reed. Jock Reed. South Carolina, Lindsey Graham. Lindsey Graham. Lindsey Graham. South Dakota, John Thune. John Thune. John Thune. Tennessee, Marsha Blackburn. Marsha Blackburn. Marsha Blackburn. Texas, John Cornyn. John Cornyn. John Cornyn. Utah, Mike Lee. Mike Lee. Mike Lee. Vermont, Patrick Leahy. Patrick Leahy. Patrick Leahy. Virginia, Mark Warner. Mark Warner. Washington, Patty Murray. Patty Murray. Patty Murray. West Virginia, Joe Manchin III. Joe Manchin III. Joe Manchin III. Wisconsin, Ron Johnson. Ron Johnson. Ron Johnson. Wyoming, John Barrasso. John Barrasso. John Barrasso. السؤال 21. The House of Representatives has how many voting members? The House of Representatives has how many voting members? 435. 435. السؤال 22. We elect a U.S. representative for how many years? We elect a U.S. representative for how many years? 2. 2. Name your U.S. representative. Name your U.S. representative. الإجابات هنا ستتباين حسب الولاية، لذا يتوجب عليك معرفة اسم النائب في مجلس النواب في ولايتك. السؤال 24. Who does a U.S. Senator represent? Who does a U.S. Senator represent? All people of the state. All people of the state. السؤال 25. Why do some states have more representatives than other states? Why do some states have more representatives than other states? Because they have more people. Because they have more people. السؤال 26. We elect a president for how many years? We elect a president for how many years? 4. 4. السؤال 27. In what month do we vote for president? In what month do we vote for president? November. November. سؤال 28. What is the name of the President of the United States now? What is the name of the President of the United States now? Biden. Biden. السؤال 29. What is the name of the Vice President of the United States now? What is the name of the Vice President of the United States now? Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris. السؤال 30. If the president can no longer serve, who becomes president? If the president can no longer serve, who becomes president? The vice president. The vice president. سؤال 31. If both the president and the vice president can no longer serve, who becomes president? If both the president and the vice president can no longer serve, who becomes president? The Speaker of the House. The Speaker of the House. السؤال 32. Who is the Commander-in-Chief of the military? Who is the Commander-in-Chief of the military? The President. The President. السؤال 33. Who signs bills to become laws? Who signs bills to become laws? The President. The President. السؤال 34. Who vetoes bills? Who vetoes bills? The President. The President. السؤال 35. What does the President's cabinet do? What does the President's cabinet do? Advises the President. Advises the President. السؤال 36. What are two cabinet level positions? What are two cabinet level positions? Attorney General, Vice President. Attorney General, Vice President. سؤال 37. What does the judicial branch do? What does the judicial branch do? Reviews laws. Reviews laws. السؤال 38. What is the highest court in the United States? What is the highest court in the United States? The Supreme Court. The Supreme Court. السؤال 39. How many justices are on the Supreme Court? How many justices are on the Supreme Court? 9. 9. السؤال رقم 40. Who is the Chief Justice of the United States now? Who is the Chief Justice of the United States now? John Roberts. John Roberts. السؤال رقم 41. Under our Constitution, some powers belong to the federal government. What is one power of the federal government? Under our Constitution, some powers belong to the federal government. What is one power of the federal government? To print money. To print money. السؤال 42. Under our Constitution, some powers belong to the states. What is one power of the states? Under our Constitution, some powers belong to the states. What is one power of the states? Give a driver's license. Give a driver's license. السؤال 43. Who is the governor of your state now? Who is the governor of your state now? هنا الجواب يعتمد حسب الولاية لنعرف اسم حاكم ولايتك أي اسم المحافظ. نبدأ في ولاية ألاباما KIV. ألاباما KIV. ألاسكا Mike Denalvi. Alaska Mike Denalvi. Arizona Doug Ducey. Arizona Doug Ducey. Arkansas Asa Hutchinson. Arkansas Asa Hutchinson. California Gavin Newsom. California Gavin Newsom. Colorado Jared Polis. Colorado Jared Polis. Connecticut Ned Lamont. Connecticut Ned Lamont. Delaware John Carney. Delaware John Carney. Florida Ron DeSantis. Florida Ron DeSantis. Georgia Brian Kemp. Georgia Brian Kemp. Hawaii David Age. Hawaii David Age. Idaho Brad Little. Idaho Brad Little. Illinois J.B. Pritzker. Illinois J.B. Pritzker. Indiana Eric Hollycomb. Indiana, Eric Hollycomb. Iowa, Kim Reynolds. Iowa, Kim Reynolds. Kansas, Laura Kelly. Kansas, Laura Kelly. Kentucky, Andy Bashir. Kentucky, Andy Bashir. Louisiana, John Bell Edwards. Louisiana, John Bell Edwards. Maine, Janet Mills. Maine, Janet Mills. Maryland, Larry Hogan. Maryland, Larry Hogan. Massachusetts, Charlie Baker. Massachusetts, Charlie Baker. Michigan, Gretchen Whitmer. Michigan, Gretchen Whitmer. Minnesota, Tim Wells. Minnesota, Tim Wells. Mississippi, Tate Reeves. Mississippi, Tate Reeves. Missouri, Mike Parson. Missouri, Mike Parson. Montana, Greg Gianforte. Montana, Greg Gianforte. Nebraska, Pete Richts. Nebraska, Pete Richts. Nevada, Steve Sisolak. Nevada, Steve Sisolak. New Hampshire, Chris Sinono. New Hampshire, Chris Sinono. New Jersey, Phil Murphy. New Jersey, Phil Murphy. New Mexico, Michelle Lujan Grisham. New Mexico, Michelle Lujan Grisham. New York, Andrew Cuomo. New York, Andrew Cuomo. North Carolina, Roy Cooper. North Carolina, Roy Cooper. North Dakota, Doug Burgum. North Dakota, Doug Burgum. Ohio, Mike DeWine. Ohio, Mike DeWine. Oklahoma, Kevin Stitt. Oklahoma, Kevin Stitt. Oregon, Kate Brown. Oregon, Kate Brown. Pennsylvania, Tom Wolfe. Pennsylvania, Tom Wolfe. Rhode Island, Gina Rimondo. Rhode Island, Gina Rimondo. South Carolina, Henry McMaster. South Carolina, Henry McMaster. South Dakota, Christy Nome. South Dakota, Christy Nome. Tennessee, Bill Lee. Tennessee, Bill Lee. Texas, Greg Abbott. Texas, Greg Abbott. Utah, Spencer Cox. Utah, Spencer Cox. Vermont, Phil Scott. Vermont, Phil Scott. Virginia, Ralph Northam. Virginia, Ralph Northam. Washington, J. Ensley. Washington, J. Ensley. West Virginia, Jim Justice. West Virginia, Jim Justice. Wisconsin, Tony Evers. Wisconsin, Tony Evers. Wyoming, Mark Gordon. Wyoming Mark Gordon. السؤال 44. What is the capital of your state? What is the capital of your state? هنا الجواب يعتمد حسب الولاية. لنعرف ما هو اسم عاصمة ولايتك. نبدأ بألاباما. عاصمة ولاية ألاباما Montgomery. Montgomery. Alaska Juneau. Juneau. Arizona Phoenix. Phoenix. Arkansas Little Rock. Little Rock. California Sacramento. Sacramento. Colorado Denver. Denver. Connecticut Hartford. Hartford. Delaware Dover. Dover. Florida Tallahassee. Tallahassee. Georgia Atlanta. Atlanta. Hawaii Honolulu. Honolulu. Idaho Boise. Boise. Illinois Springfield. Springfield. Indiana Indianapolis. Indianapolis. Iowa Des Moines. Des Moines. Kansas Topeka. Topeka. Kentucky Kentucky Frankfort. Frankfort. Louisiana Baton Rouge. Baton Rouge. Maine Augusta. Augusta. Maryland Annapolis. Annapolis. Massachusetts Boston. Boston. Michigan Lansing. Lansing. Minnesota St. Paul. St. Paul. Mississippi Jackson. Jackson. Missouri Jefferson City. Jefferson City. Montana Helena. Helena. National US Washington DC. كما قلنا أن واشنطن دي سي العاصمة ليس لها عاصمة. واشنطن دي سي. Nebraska Lincoln. Lincoln. Nevada Carson City. Carson City. New Hampshire Concord. Concord. New Jersey Trenton. Trenton. New Mexico Santa Fe. Santa Fe. New York Albany. Albany. North Carolina Raleigh. Raleigh. North Dakota Bismarck. Bismarck. Ohio Columbus. Columbus. Oklahoma Oklahoma City. Oklahoma City. Oregon Salem. Salem. Pennsylvania Harrisburg. Harrisburg. Rhode Island Providence. Providence. South Carolina Columbia. Columbia. South Dakota Pierre. Pierre. Tennessee Nashville. Nashville. Texas Austin. Austin. Utah Salt Lake City. Salt Lake City. Vermont Montpelier. Montpelier. Virginia Richmond. Richmond. Washington Olympia. Olympia. West Virginia Charleston. Charleston. Wisconsin Madison. Madison. Waymong Shine. Shine. السؤال رقم 45. What are the two major political parties in the United States? What are the two major political parties in the United States? Democratic and Republican. Democrat and Republican. السؤال 46. What is the political party of the president now? What is the political party of the president now? Democrat. Democrat. السؤال 47. What is the name of the Speaker of the House of Representatives now? What is the name of the Speaker of the House of Representatives now? Nancy Pelosi. Nancy Pelosi. السؤال 48. There are 4 amendments to the Constitution about who can vote. Describe one of them. There are 4 amendments to the Constitution about who can vote. Describe one of them. Any citizen can vote. Any citizen can vote. السؤال 49. What is one responsibility that is only for United States citizens? What is one responsibility that is only for United States citizens? Vote in a federal election. Vote in a federal election. السؤال 50. Name one right only for United States citizens. Name one right only for United States citizens. Vote in a federal election. Vote in a federal election. السؤال 51. What are 2 rights of everyone living in the United States? What are 2 rights of everyone living in the United States? Freedom of speech. Freedom of speech. Freedom of religion. Freedom of religion. السؤال 52. What do we show loyalty to when we say the Pledge of Allegiance? What do we show loyalty to when we say the Pledge of Allegiance? The United States. The United States. السؤال 53. What is one promise you make when you become a United States citizen? What is one promise you make when you become a United States citizen? Be loyal to the United States. Be loyal to the United States. السؤال 54. How old do citizens have to be to vote for president? How old do citizens have to be to vote for president? 18 and older. 18 and older. السؤال 55. What are two ways that Americans can participate in their democracy? What are two ways that Americans can participate in their democracy? Vote, vote, run for office, run for office. سؤال 56. When is the last day you can send in federal income tax forms? When is the last day you can send in federal income tax forms? April 15. April 15. السؤال 57. When must all men register for the selective service? When must all men register for the selective service? At age 18. At age 18. السؤال 58. What is one reason colonists came to America? What is one reason colonists came to America? Freedom, freedom. السؤال 59. Who lived in America before the Europeans arrived? Who lived in America before the Europeans arrived? American Indians. American Indians. السؤال 60. What group of people was taken to America and sold as slaves? What group of people was taken to America and sold as slaves? Africans. Africans. السؤال 61. Why did the colonists fight the British? Why did the colonists fight the British? Because of high taxes. Because of high taxes. السؤال 62. Who wrote the Declaration of Independence? Who wrote the Declaration of Independence? Thomas Jefferson. Thomas Jefferson. السؤال 63. When was the Declaration of Independence adopted? When was the Declaration of Independence adopted? July 4th, 1776. July 4th, 1776. السؤال 64. There were 13 original states. Name 3. There were 13 original states. Name 3. New York, New York, Pennsylvania, Pennsylvania, Virginia, Virginia. السؤال 65. What happened at the Constitutional Convention? What happened at the Constitutional Convention? The Constitution was written. The Constitution was written. السؤال 66. When was the Constitution written? When was the Constitution written? 1787. 1787. السؤال 67. The Federalist Papers supported the passage of the U.S. Constitution. Name one of the writers. The Federalist Papers supported the passage of the U.S. Constitution. Name one of the writers. John Jay. John Jay. السؤال 68. What is one thing Benjamin Franklin is famous for? What is one thing Benjamin Franklin is famous for? U.S. diplomat. U.S. diplomat. السؤال 69. Who is the father of our country? Who is the father of our country? George Washington. George Washington. السؤال رقم 70. Who was the first president? Who was the first president? George Washington. George Washington. السؤال 71. What territory did the United States buy from France in 1803? What territory did the United States buy from France in 1803? Louisiana. Louisiana. السؤال 72. Name one war fought by the United States in the 1800s. Name one war fought by the United States in the 1800s. Civil War. Civil War. السؤال 73. Name the U.S. war between the North and the South. Name the U.S. war between the North and the South. The Civil War. The Civil War. السؤال 74. Name one problem that led to the Civil War. Name one problem that led to the Civil War. Slavery. Slavery. السؤال 75. What was one important thing that Abraham Lincoln did? What was one important thing that Abraham Lincoln did? Freed the slaves. Freed the slaves. السؤال 76. What did the Emancipation Proclamation do? What did the Emancipation Proclamation do? Freed the slaves. Freed the slaves. السؤال 77. What did Susan B. Anthony do? What did Susan B. Anthony do? Fought for civil rights. Fought for civil rights. السؤال 78. Name one war fought by the United States in the 1900s. Name one war fought by the United States in the 1900s. World War One. World War One. السؤال 79. Who was president during the World War One? Who was president during World War One? Woodrow Wilson. Woodrow Wilson. السؤال 80. Who was president during the Great Depression and World War II? Who was president during the Great Depression and World War II? Franklin Roosevelt. Franklin Roosevelt. السؤال 81. Who did the United States fight in World War II? Who did the United States fight in World War II? Japan, Germany, and Italy. Japan, Germany, and Italy. السؤال 82. Before he was a president, Eisenhower was a general. What war was he in? Before he was a president, Eisenhower was a general. What war was he in? World War II. World War II. السؤال 83. During the Cold War, what was the main concern of the United States? During the Cold War, what was the main concern of the United States? Communism. Communism. السؤال 84. What movement tried to end racial discrimination? What movement tried to end racial discrimination? Civil rights. Civil rights. السؤال 85. What did Martin Luther King Jr. do? What did Martin Luther King Jr. do? Fought for civil rights. Fought for civil rights. السؤال 86. What major event happened on September 11, 2001 in the United States? What major event happened on September 11, 2001 in the United States? Terrorists attacked the United States. Terrorists attacked the United States. السؤال 87. Name one American Indian tribe in the United States. Name one American Indian tribe in the United States. Cherokee. Cherokee. السؤال 88. Name one of the two longest rivers in the United States. Name one of the two longest rivers in the United States. Missouri. Missouri. السؤال 89. What ocean is on the west coast of the United States? What ocean is on the west coast of the United States? Pacific. Pacific. السؤال 90. What ocean is on the east coast of the United States? What ocean is on the east coast of the United States? Atlantic. السؤال 91. Name one U.S. territory. Name one U.S. territory. U.S. Virgin Islands. U.S. Virgin Islands. السؤال 92. Name one state that borders Canada. Name one state that borders Canada. Michigan. سؤال 93. Name one state that borders Mexico. Name one state that borders Mexico. California. سؤال 94. What is the capital of the United States? What is the capital of the United States? Washington, D.C. السؤال 95. Where is the Statue of Liberty? Where is the Statue of Liberty? New York. سؤال 96. Why does the flag have 13 stripes? Why does the flag have 13 stripes? Because there were 13 original colonies. Because there were 13 original colonies. السؤال 97. Why does the flag have 50 stars? Why does the flag have 50 stars? Because there are 50 states. Because there are 50 states. السؤال 98. What is the name of the national anthem? What is the name of the national anthem? The Star-Spangled Banner. The Star-Spangled Banner. السؤال 99. When do we celebrate Independence Day? When do we celebrate Independence Day? July 4th. السؤال 100. Name two national U.S. holidays. Name two national U.S. holidays. Thanksgiving, Christmas.
هل تطمح في تعلم اللغة الإنجليزية والتحدث بطلاقة؟ هل تطمح في اجتياز امتحان الكفاءة للحصول على الجنسية الأمريكية؟ هل تطمح أن يتعلم أطفالك اللغة العربية ومبادئ الثقافة العربية؟ يسر الأكاديمية الأمريكية العربية أن تعلن إلى أبناء الجالية العربية الكرام عن فتح باب التسجيل والانضمام إلى الأكاديمية. موقعنا الرئيسي في ولاية كاليفورنيا. أساتذتنا هم من ذوي الاختصاص في التعليم ولديهم خبرة سنوات طويلة في مجال التعليم في الكليات والجامعات داخل وخارج الولايات المتحدة الأمريكية. تتضمن دروسنا محاضرات يومية تساهم في تحسين مستوى الكتابة والقراءة والاستماع والتحدث. فعلى الراغبين بالتسجيل أو طلب مزيد من المعلومات زورونا على موقعنا الإلكتروني أو البريد الإلكتروني أو الاتصال بنا عبر الهاتف 949 516 1100.